So today we are going to be rating Roblox's games, but they all have their own tiers. From number 1 all the way down to number 30. Let's see who gets top 1. So first we have Rivals, and Rivals is a really good game. But I would rage at it a lot. It's still really cool with all those weapons. And it's a very chaotic game. No calm parts about it. So I'm going to give that an 8. Okay. All right, next, Brookhaven. Now, I like how Brookhaven's such a roleplay game and that it is super cool. You can do whatever you want. So I'm going to give that an 11. 11. Now the Untitled Tag game. Now, this is a really fun game to bounce around, but it's really hard to tag people. Well, at least for mobile players. But it's really a pretty good game, so I'm going to give it a 17. Next, My Movie. Now, I like My Movie. It has really cool movies. And I love the creativity, and it's really fun to make them with your friends. But there's always only like 2 people watch. There's only like 3 or 2 people who are actually watching while everybody else is too busy making their movies. So I'm going to give this a 13. Okay, next, Murder Mystery 2. I like Murder Mystery 2. And it is a very chaotic and nostalgic game. There's cool weapons. And I gotta say, it's really cool for all of that. It's not the best game, though, because it's not that chaotic. But I'm going to give it a 5.
Did you say you wanted the grilled cheese? What? What?
No.
Okay. All right.
All right, so now slap battles. I love this game, Slap Battles, because they have really cool slaps, and it's a really chaotic game. I have a really fun time playing it. But at the same time, some of the slaps are just too OP, and there's a very rare chance you'll ever be able to beat them, so I'm going to give it a 7. All right, next we have Can You Win? This is a ripoff of the Squid Games. It still has really awesome mini games, but it's one of those like corny mini game games where you can like pay Robux to choose it or something. But since it's very creative and all that stuff, I'm going to give it a 9. 9. Okay, next up we got Draw Me. Now, I like Draw Me. It's a very cool and creative game, and people really get into the drawing. It takes a little bit too much work. It's also very talented people. Since I kind of suck at drawing, I'm going to give this a 10. Next up, we got the Theme Word Game. Now, this is a kind of confusing game, and I don't really play it, so I'm going to give it 21. But I'm going to move it up a little bit, just like 2, because that's where I got my voice chat, and I chatted with my first person. Now it's verification. So I'm going to give that a 19. And it's a reference to the chat verification update. Pick a Side. Now, Pick a Side is a really cool game, because you get picked on sides, and then you fight people. But I don't like all the game passes and when they force you to spend your money when you're new to the game. I still really like the game. They do for that, and there's a lot of them. So I'm going to give this a 15. Okay, next we got Draw and Donate. Now, I like this game, but barely anybody actually donates to you. Not because they're bots or anything, but because they're too busy on there. Like, bro, like somebody else's drawing. For that, I'm going to give this a 14. Okay, now we're right into a card. I like this game, but all you do is run to a cart. And most of the chaos is just admin commands and people who will just keep going on the cart for no reason. I'm going to give that's why I'm going to give it a 20. Wait, no. 21. 21. Bro, just move to 21. Okay, next we got copyrighted artists. Now, once again, these are one of those games that are like perfect. And copyright artists is a nice game. But since the theme is light and the scores are like really uncommon, it's still a good game. I'm gonna give it a 12. That seems valid. Now the Squid Game. Now this is one of those really cool games. You grab the pole and then you push people off. You can make a lot of beef with people and it can make you really mad, and usually after like if you play then more than 30 minutes, then the server gets empty. So I'm gonna give it maybe a 6 because it's pretty fun. Now draw. Now I don't really play this game at all, and people spend Robux to reset my drawing all the time, so 27. 100-player musical chairs. Now this is actually one of those like really kind of peak games, but all you do is run into a chair. The lack of tasks, I'm going to give it a 16. Next, we have spray paint. This is a cool game, but for people that, like me, don't have layers and those annoying sprayers. I made a rhyme. So, the people who don't have layers and those annoying sprayers, one time I got into this really serious, inappropriate like argument about something, and they spray painted something really bad. So for that, having the violation of letting that slide, well, they might ban them, but allowing that to show off, making no moderation script, I'm going to give that a 25. Actually, you know what? 29. Not 30 because I do like the game a little bit. I want to test the game. Now, this is a really fun game, but it's just too hard. But it's still really creative, and it's a really adventurous game, so I'm going to give that an 18. Next, Last to Leave the Circle. Now, that's one of those kind of nostalgic games. Like, the games that really hits deep is, like, the ones from, like, 2010s, like 2010 to 2017. But the ones that are, like, kind of nostalgic are stuff like Breaking Story, or even, like, Escape the Dentist, which came out around, like, 2019 to 2023. For the lack of nostalgic and a little bit simple, but still a really nice game. It was really fun playing it at the start, and I would win a lot of times. For that, you get a 3. Alright, now Dandy's World. No hate to Dandy's World, but you do the same thing over and over again. Now, I know you do that with other games, but there's, like, different ways you do it. But this one is just a little bit boring. I'm sorry, Ruby, but I'm putting this one in a 25. Next, Ragdoll King. Okay, so once again, this is a cool game, but just like Dandy's World, you do the same thing. But since it's a little funner, I'm going to give it a 24. Next, Bridge Battles. Now, Bridge Battles, yes, you do the same thing over and over. And, yeah, but it is kind of fun. But it's not exactly that fun. So for my dad, I'm going to give it the highest score it can get, just because it is kind of true as well. Okay, next we have Build a Boat. This is a cool game and all, but you still do the same thing over and over again. Except you can transfer to other worlds and stuff. You can create nice boats, but no, it's not. It's kind of the same thing over and over. Okay, next, Dead Rails. 28. Do the same thing over and over again. They have these lame updates. Work at a pizza place. This is a really nostalgic Hey, what? I didn't put you here. I'm just put you here. Here. Now, work at a pizza place was pretty fun. And since it came out like in 2016, it was really fun. It was really nostalgic. I'll give it a 1. Next, Doomspire Brick Battle. Now, these are one of those fun games where you do the same thing over and over again, but in different ways. And it is pretty nostalgic, but it's not all about nostalgic. It's also about how good it felt. So I'm going to give it a 2. And last but not least, wait, no, not last but not, Natural Disaster Survival. Now, I'm sorry, but, and we're allowed to change. Okay, so I'm going to have to put work at a pizza place in second. Natural Survival is just way too nostalgic. You're going here, you're going here, you're going here. Wait, no, you're going here. I'm sorry, work at a pizza place. Okay, now press the button. These were one of those like really, really cool games, but you kind of did it was also those like simple mini games, but I'm going to give it a 22. Okay, guess the avatar. It's the same thing over and over again, and they have the weirdest pics. I'm going to give it that. Now, stupid. This is valid. Okay. So in first place, we got Natural Disaster, Work at a Pizza Place, Doomspire Brick Battle, Last to Leave the Circle, Murder Mystery 2, Sky Squid Game, Slap Isles, Rivals, The Can You Win Game, Draw Me, Brookhaven, Copyrighted Artists, My Movie, Draw and Donate, Pick a Side, Musical Chairs, Untitled Tag Game, I Want to Test the Game Beta, Guess the Theme of the Word, Don't Say the Same Thing, Bridge Battles, Build a Boat, Don't Press the Button, Spelling Test, or Spelling Word, Ragdoll King, Dandy's World, Write a cart into your avatar or something, Draw the Logo, Dead Rails, Spray Paint, and Guess the Avatar. It was nice rating Tears with you. Don't forget to tell me your rates in the comments.